guys, 21 Maxwell here and welcome to another edition of WWE Updates. We are on the summer of 2019 and we are at the Bash. Yes, because Vince McMahon doesn't like to call it the Great American Bash, he just likes it to be called the Bash. SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, so it's their chance to shine and hopefully put together some good matchups as we head in for what hopefully will be a stacked SummerSlam pay-per-view. I've got a couple of ideas of where I want to go. We've got one signing coming in very soon. It makes perfect sense in terms of a storyline, and there might be a little hint dropped to that today. But as I say, the main thing is, as always, good show, get a couple of workers over, continue to gain the importance and pop to make sure when we can jump to national, we'll be quickly jumping to international. So we're on the network this week. A couple of pay-per-view deals have run up, which is quite worrying. So we're on the network anyway. It's more than likely looking like, as I say, once we get back into October, November, when we're back in pay-per-view, we should be able to get all the best deals, and we'll obviously, of course, do tournaments again like we have been doing. So we'll crack in with the show, 21 segments, 234 minutes. We are in Ireland, hoping to take a good 30-odd thousand capacity attendance here. Let's crack on. So just under 30,000, which is disappointing, 29,141 in the Pierce Stadium. Start the show with hyping our main event. This feud between Randy Orton, Baron Corbin, Seth Rollins continues. They work so well together. I want to do one more match, as Christian would say, but we have managed to stumble in the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn, who's flicked his way into this title match with a victory over Baron Corbin on SmackDown Live previous Thursday there. So A93 hyping up the show. Strong start, crowd hotter, storyline advances, and that will be your main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Opening contest was about to have great wrestling and good heat, and it saw the Young Bucks defeat Sudden Impact in 14-4 when Nick Jackson defeated Aero Boy with a 450 splash. The Bucks make the 6th defense of the WWE Tag Team titles. A B79 to start the show. Crowd gets hotter. Good performances from the Bucks. Wanted to give Sudden Impact their chance on pay-per-view for the titles, but I just felt we still need to really introduce their characters. They're just heel luchadors, and I feel like it wasn't ready to take the title off the Bucks. But a thriving tag division on Raw. SmackDown will have to start picking it up, and it'll be interesting where we go from here. Next up, we have, speaking of tag teams, as we say, we're looking to build the division with Christopher Daniels signing to WWE and joining SmackDown. He has aligned himself with former friend AJ Styles. Both guys have had matches against the Masters of Wrestling, Chris Hero and Cesaro, with Cesaro still having his injury and now AJ Styles suffering a broken jaw due to Cesaro. So a bit of heat, bit of feud intention going between both tag teams, but a B plus 88 promo, and the revenge for AJ storyline continues with this match. Match itself was okay, could have been a bit better, but it was exceptional, and it saw the team of AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels beat the team of Cesaro and Chris Hero, the Masters of Wrestling, in 18-19 when Christopher Daniels defeated Chris Hero with the last rights. The B81, a couple of poor performances because we have got a lot of aging superstars. Cesaro and AJ slowed down by injury, so a couple of poorer performances from them. Hero was the standout guy with an 87. Overall, Hero improves performance skills. A good matchup in this feud is going to go on and on. Just disappointing that Cesaro and AJ Styles both have declining physical abilities. Hype video for Grand Metalik, B-76. He's finally over his injury, so hopefully now we can get the best out of him. He hasn't had too much of a declining stats because the matches were taking a toll on him, but we had to use him on television to keep him happy. So hopefully now we can push him on, keep him happy, and get the benefits of him. And his match was great heat, and it was good wrestling, and he defeated Mark Haskins in 10-15 with a corkscrew somersault center bomb. B-76, no storyline, just a kind of enhanced match to give my spotlight. He gets an 82 performance to Haskins' 55. Overall, pretty happy with that, considering it was a storytelling match. Next up, we had the Trios Championships on the line. and it was a good matchup that saw the team of Akira Tozawa, Manny Andrade, and Will Ospreay defeat the team of Rich Swann and the Usos in 14-22, when Akira Tozawa defeated Rich Swann with a German suplex, the babyface team making their first defence of the Trios Championships. Tozawa only with a 74 in-ring performance. For some reason, Tozawa is so over in some places, especially in the States. He's getting like 80 and 85 overness, so he's going to get a breakthrough moment. Ospreay slowed down by his injury, but that's just about to be over, and then we can start pushing him to the moon again. Andrade will look to turn heel eventually, but not at the moment, so he'll continue in this babyface run. But B79, decent matchup with no massive storyline at the moment. Don't need to change anything. After the match, the Usos are backstage and they're on the phone. They're saying, "Cuz, this ain't working with Rich Swann. We need someone we can trust. You in, dog?" Who are they talking to? Is it Roman Reigns? Maybe. B-74. Then have Charlotte hyping up her match with Nia Jax. Of course, these two ladies have been at it, but Becky Lynch has got herself involved in a triple threat match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So a B-76 there. The matchup was good, and Nia Jax defeated Becky Lynch and Charlotte in 11:57, when Nia crushes all her hopes by defeating Becky Lynch by pinfall, making her third defence of the championship. A B-77. Becky with the best performance, Nia gaining a little bit of overness, hopefully with that win, but she did have the weakest performance, but it's been a good dominant run as a champion for Nia. That looks to continue until the next segment, when Sasha Banks decides, screw it, I'm cashing in my women's Money in the Bank. Sasha Banks rings the bell on a pretty fatigued Nia Jax, rolls her up, and Sasha Banks is your new SmackDown's Women's Champion. So the first Money in the Bank has been cashed in. Of course, we still have Jinder as the male one, but Sasha Banks does that, and she is your SmackDown Women's Championship title. So opening that division up greatly. Going to be some fresh matchups, for the save anyway, and a good B80 segment for Sasha's win. Next up, we had the Cruiserweight Championship on the line, and it was a superb matchup that saw the villain, Marty Scurll, defeat the cleaner Kenny Omega in 11:56 by submission. Marty making the second defence of the Cruiserweight title. Good matchup here. B80 makes Marty look strong, gives Kenny an opportunity, just for some reason can get him through to this main event level. So I think it's going to be kind of a float between tag, IC and Cruiserweight for Kenny. But a good win for Marty, so he looks strong in the Cruiserweight division. But afterwards, has he got a new challenger? Gran Metalik comes to the ring. They stare each other down. Could we be looking at Gran Metalik versus Marty Scurll going forward? Metalik looked good. B+, 89. Good rating there. Next up, we got Dean Ambrose, and he's talking about, what is this big resurgence of Jinder Mahal, flicking these victories, winning Money in the Bank. The one thing Jinder Mahal isn't is IC champion, and Dean Ambrose is going to show Mahal's had a couple of flukes, and Dean Ambrose is going to kick his ass and show that he's a man around here. So it was a B+ 87 from the Lunatic Fringe. Oh my god. In an exceptional matchup, Jinder Mahal has defeated Dean Ambrose in 2041 by pinfall with the Karachi Valley Driver. He wins the IC title, which is a shock enough. Jinder Mahal, in a solo match in this save, has just gotten an A95. Holy crap, I have got Jinder over. No one will ever hinder the Jinder. But 89 performance from Dean Ambrose, 84 for Jinder. The feud must have had great heat if it's going to carry that well a rating. Jinder improving technical. Only negative, both guys' chemistry, so that motivations that could have been even higher, but what a result. Yeah. High prestige of the title, so the title's looking in good hands, and Jinder Mahal, IC champion, but also Mr. Money in the Bank, so everything is coming up Jinder. Jinder celebrates, obviously after the match, goes wild, comes across well to an A+ 89, which is great to see. We have a Miz promo on Roman Reigns, who says Roman Reigns got flicky at the last pay-per-view, but he's fed up of Roman Reigns taking all his movie opportunities, all his interviews, all his guest appearances on TV show. He's Mr. Hollywood. It should be the Miz, and he's just really ranting and saying this time he won't lose to Roman Reigns, he's going to kick his ass. You know what happens, Roman Reigns wins. Exceptional matchup, Roman defeats The Miz in 22-18 by pinfall. Disappointingly a B+87, so worse than the previous match. This is with The Miz off his game and a wacky psychology, which probably would have cost it about 4 or 5 points, which would have cost it being an A. Roman Reigns better performance, The Miz 1090. We just need to make it look not believable that The Miz is ever going to beat Roman Reigns. Makes Roman look like he is the man. Miz will go scampering back with his tail between his legs. Main event time, Baron Corbin cuts up the promo. He just says enough is enough. He wants the championship back. He's fed up of Seth getting in his way. He's fed up of Randy. He just wants to be champion and to get paid like a champion. So that's an A90, and he doesn't even want to get started on Sami Zayn. The matchup was absolutely exceptional, and it was Baron Corbin who wins the championship, defeating Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins and Randy Orton in 30 minutes 11 when Baron defeated Sami with the end of days. Of course, he now becomes the champion. His second title run, an A-star 98. 3 great performances in Seth, Corbin and Orton. Sami was okay, an 84 is not terrible, but it just shows these guys are over, the feud was over, and it's going to lead to some exciting things coming out of this. That's the plan. As I say, this was going to end everything, which then allows me 5 weeks to build new feuds going into SummerSlam. And we end the show with Baron Corbin. He is the champion, he's not done, and he puts Sami Zayn through the announce table with another end of days. Ends the show with an A-star 100. He is your champion, he's dominant, he's destroyed Sami Zayn. And we end up with a spectacular A-star 96, which makes you wonder if Jinder versus Dean was co-main event, could we have propped that to 97? But absolutely fantastic. The main event again carries the show, but as I say, when your lowest rating of the whole show is a 74, Usos promo, everything else is extremely over, including the women, and we're definitely in a great place on SmackDown Live. And of course, I think we just have to give props to Randy Orton, Seth, and Sami Zayn. Compliment them all on a good performance. So Orton's pleased, Seth is pleased, as is Sami Zayn. Also crazy that we're heading into, as I say, nearly SummerSlam, and Ergo Devitt is still toxic, and we still can't sign him, which is frustrating. Let's have a look here. So the Bash really struck gold, that's good to see. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is retiring. Do we bring him back for one more match? Could be a possible SummerSlam move there. Bobby Roode is going to Lucha Underground from Treble A. Of course, never really done it with me at WWE. Destination Next done okay with Matt Sydal, although it was underwhelming. Oh, it's interesting, are we starting to hamper them? But Will Ospreay's back from injury, that's good to see. Apart from that, the TNA feud, if you're interested, between Yoshitatsu and MVP. Apart from that, just a few transfer things. So, Will Ospreay, fully fit. Jennifer Blake's contract's up. I'm just going to let Jennifer go. I've never really used her. She's on ECW doing nothing. She's fairly over for a woman in this game. At 35, I think it's best we just let her continue her career elsewhere. Bash get a 34.50, 8k in drug testing. And again, another praise, this time from Roman Reigns on Akuma. Get a lot of praise for his mic skills despite having a mask. He's only 25. The sky's the limit for Akuma. But as I say, things are good. Quite a few, obviously, people that are unhappy. I'll fix that. A couple of gimmicks. I keep meaning to do it, but I keep getting lazy. Money's good. Top company, and we're a cult. As I say, eventually, 2 months in a week's time, we'll be back at National, aiming towards International, so that's cool. Yeah, everything's good. 5-week build on the road to SummerSlam. And yeah, we'll just keep on improving. And as I say, no real injuries left. Angelico's out for 4 months, Kushida for 7, and then Cesaro's is over in 2, and AJ is in 5 days. So more than likely, we'll get some injuries soon. But I'll keep it short and sweet, guys. Thank you for watching. It was deeply appreciated. And if you've got any predictions of who you think is going to be the man that joins the Usos, who was on the phone to them, and who could be joining them in a potential challenge for the Trios Championship. What do you think of the show? If you had any guys that have surprised you with some great ratings, like Jinder Mahal has done here, and previously Braun Strowman did earlier on the save with Raw, you've had one shocking superstar you brought up from scratch to a superstar, like just amazing. Any guys of the rise of popularity or just any stories, please let me know in the comment section. Any predictions for the SummerSlam card would be deeply appreciated as well. If you watched the Raw videos, you might have an idea where we're going with that side of the brand. And any feuds you'd like to see in the future, who you feel could match up well against each other, any potential storylines you wouldn't mind me nicking off you, don't be afraid to put them in the chat and we can try and get them integrated into storylines. As always, guys, thanks for watching. As I say, any other comments, likes, subscriptions, all that jazz is deeply appreciated. For the few people looking for Football Manager content, might get it for FM18. It's not that I don't like doing the videos for YouTube, I'm just not playing the game full stop. Haven't really played much at all since probably March. Just can't get it. It's painful. But I say, as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you want to catch more YouTube content on TW, you can. As I say, there's many guys out there. Too many people to shout out, but I always recommend the Grey Dog software forums for written content and YouTube links, and of course the Fantasy Booker subreddit. A hell of a lot of good bookers there. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, shout outs to the likes of Fleesh and to The Who for two spectacular mods. As I say, a lot of up-to-date data. As I say, take your pick. You've got a lot of good options from a lot of great guys. As always, guys, take it easy. See you soon. Bye bye.